Welcome back to Chasing Balance Wellness, where I am talking about all things wellness. I'm Dr. Natasha Goodman. I'm a licensed therapist based in Georgia and Florida. So today I wanted to talk about the psychology of success. Definitely, I have been through quite a bit of a transition this year to the place that I am now, where I feel like I have worked on my discipline, really put the things in place that I need. And I want to be able to kind of share a little bit more about the psychology of it, and how you can also get to that point as well. So I'll share a little bit about my story, a little bit about the psychology of success, what your fears may be, and then I will provide 5 tips that, or 5 skills that you can work on to be more disciplined and work on your motivation, or keep your motivation up during the process. So I will start with the psychology of success. So when you think of success, like, what do you think the mentality should be when you're working towards a goal? There are 2 things that someone can be fearful of when they're working towards a goal or they're transitioning to another stage in their life. They can either have fear of failure, which typically has to do with past experience, past failures, or they can have a fear of success. So a fear of the unknown, a fear of what's to come in the future, which can sound, it's frustrating, honestly, to be afraid of failure and then also afraid of success. It keeps you in the middle where you're stuck and you're like not making any movements at all. So to remind yourself of that, fear of the past puts you in a state of depression, and then fear of the future brings anxiety. So in both of those situations, you're stuck and you're not moving forward. So the mentality to be able to make progress is to be present. So being in the middle, you're not thinking about the future, you're not thinking about the past, you are present in today. What am I going to accomplish today? And only thinking about today, thinking about what factors are going to help you get your 3 items on your checklist, or whatever the goal is for that day. Remaining present and not thinking about the future or the past is the mentality that you have to successfully reach your goals. So that's one thing. And that's what I've been working on this whole year, staying in the present. Whether I'm doing that with meditation, checking in, that is just something that I have been working on. So I guess now would be a good time, and I did take my notes, so I go in order because I know I can go off on a tangent sometimes. So 5 tips. So the 5 tips, number 1, the first thing to work, or first skill to have, something to have in place that'll help you with your discipline and motivation, are routines. That's both morning routines and evening routines. And I will make a more detailed video about my morning routine or evening routine further down the line. But yes, routines. It helps create structure for your day. You know what's coming. And then what you put in your morning or evening routines can help you better prepare for the day, or kind of flush out your day in the evening and help you get more rest. So I'll give you some examples. For morning routines, I typically would have something that involves drinking water, movement, whether that's a 5 to 10 minute exercise just to get moving, or an actual workout, going for a walk or jog, something to just kind of get my body going. So that's typically something that I would put in my morning routine. Evening routine, typically something to help relax me, whether that is tea, writing, like a brain dump, just writing out things that I'm thinking about, and it helps me kind of close out the day when I can just write out whatever I'm worried about, and I'll pick it up the next day. That helps me. So those are some things that you can do for routines. So the next skill, planners and daily lists. Planners, I have a physical planner, and I recently bought a dry erase board, and that helps me with, the things that I have to see throughout the day, because I'm not necessarily carrying my planner around everywhere. But if I'm in and out somewhere in my office, in between sessions, I can glance over here and actually see what I need to do. So I like having different planners, and then I also use the calendar and planner on my phone. So I have my calendar, and then I also have the to-do list on my phone with alarms. I know that sounds like overdoing it, but you really can't have too many. I mean, if it works, it works. So for me, I have 3 options: my physical planner, something on the wall, something that can be seen throughout the day, and then my phone, because if I'm not home, I do need to know the important due dates, or if I'm going somewhere, I need to know what time to be there, and any notes, passwords, gate codes, and things like that. I have that in my phone with me at all times. So yes, that's that. Number 3, a skill that helps with discipline and motivation is affirmations. So that's actually part of my morning routine. I'll have affirmations of, I receive unexpected blessings and gifts and opportunities that come to me today. Like, I'm just, whatever happens, and I'm kind of moving forward. I'm not worried about what's gonna happen. I just kind of open arms to the day. So that's typically how I start my morning. Affirmations of, depending on if I'm feeling some kind of way, I might add, I'm worthy, I'm loved, I am secure. Like, whatever I'm feeling, if I need to add more affirmations, I'll do that. I might listen to an affirmation, just kind of, whatever I'm feeling like that day. But it is typically just something that I say in the morning as I'm waking up. I'll say some affirmations out loud. But like I said, if I need more time on affirmations, I'll probably give myself 10 to 15 minutes on that. The 4th skill that helps with discipline and motivation, keeping you motivated, self-care. So really being intentional with your self-care. Self-care is not only utilized when you're having an emergency. So self-care is, for me and what I teach my clients, self-care can be utilized daily. It's something that you can do just to keep yourself uplifted and, continuing to strive towards your goals. So that's taking breaks, making sure you're eating. I have so many clients that when they start therapy and we're talking about setting boundaries, taking breaks and eating are typically the hardest thing to get them on board with, because they typically just work throughout the day, they're giving to others all day long, and at the end of the day they realize, dang, did I eat today? Did I take a break? Did I do anything for myself? And the answer is typically no. But we do work on that, and they get to a point where they're having structured breaks, they're eating, they're working out sometimes during their break. So yes, self-care is definitely key, because if you're not taking care of yourself, that does impact your ability to work towards your goals and be motivated to continue. So, and last, I love this skill. I mean, it's not really a skill per se, but it is helpful. So delegating. Delegating, it depends on what that looks like for you. Whether you're working for a company, delegating could be delegating amongst your team, delegating in regards to structuring your day. So if you on Monday were given 10 things that needed to be done for the week, being able to structure that out and plan it out to where you aren't feeling rushed, and you do whatever is urgent first, and you kind of space things out so that you're not overwhelmed. Delegating as an entrepreneur may look like getting a virtual assistant, or hiring someone, a friend even, if you want, to assist you with either social media or phone calls or marketing, or whatever you are struggling with, that can be helpful. And I guess now with those 5 skills, so I will go over them again. Yes, so routines, number 1. Number 2, planners and daily lists. Number 3, affirmations. Number 4, self-care. And number 5, delegating. Will definitely help you with increasing your discipline and helping you stay motivated as you're working towards your goals. And I've literally been working on all 5 of those things. And the last piece of my puzzle is typically delegating. This is my second go around with the virtual assistant, but I feel right now, the space that I'm in, I'm able to do what I need to do. My business is growing. Hired an intern, so we'll see where that goes. But I wouldn't have been able to do that unless I delegated some of the tasks that seem tedious to me. I'm still a part of it, as far as like social media posting. I still review content, give ideas, add my tidbits here and there as far as postings and reels. But to have someone to assist me with planning that out so that I can focus on my business and other things has been amazing. So I definitely recommend that. So right now, I'm in a good place. I have my morning routines. Still working on getting back to my evening routine as far as the structured bedtime. But it's not impacting my day because I still wake up well rested. But I would like a little bit more structure in my evening routines. But hey, progress is progress. I'm here. So yeah, in a nutshell, those are the 5 things I've been working on this year. As of October, I'm in a good space to where I've really mastered that and found what works for me. Of course, there's more room for improvement, but we're not looking for perfection, just progress. So yeah, I hope that helps. The 5 tips and a little bit about the psychology of success. Staying in the present is key. So that is that, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.